kids got. I got to come clean with a couple things before we get started. First thing was we almost didn't make it up here today. We were down in Zorn Arena, which I absolutely love. It's one of the things that attracted me to this job. And we're kind of in a rush. We're excited. I got the whole family down there. We're changing clothes. It's been a beautiful day. And my wife goes into the office with my daughter to change. Shut the door. They change. Open the door. It's about 2:25. Go to open the door. Locked. No key. Locked in the office. 2:25. I'm looking at my watch going, really? Is this how it's going to start? This is going to be the first day. This is the only. They slide the key under the door. We go to try to open it. Wrong key. So we've been scrambling around. Great crack staff. I got to meet the facility people. It was phenomenal. They were there in no time. We're here on time. Second thing I got to come clean on is that, get it out in the open right away, I'm a Viking fan. Okay, you're going to have to deal with it. Okay. However, my wife, Michelle, who Scott mentioned, is a Packer fan. So we thought this might split the difference. So, you know, we've got allegiances either way, but I want to get it out in the open because I don't want to have to answer that question 50 or 60 times. Okay? Couldn't be more excited to be here. And I want to thank certainly the people that in the search committee, our athletic director, Scott Kilgallen. They were phenomenal in the process. I met Vice Chancellor Beth Helwig during the process. Those people are really what sold me on this being the right move for my family. It was about the people and the process, and the more I got into it, the more people I talked to, the more I knew this was a place that my family and I wanted to be. This was a team and a community that I wanted to be a part of. You know, it goes without saying that the phenomenal tradition they have here. I mean, it's to say I'm the fourth coach in 86 years speaks for itself. Coach Anderson, the things he did, Coach Zorn, and then certainly Coach Gibbons laying the groundwork. I'm inheriting a great group of kids. Got phenomenal character. They're guys of high character. They understand what it is to be a student first and an athlete second. I got to thank those guys for laying that foundation. And we're so proud of the tradition that they have here. And that's really one of the things that sold me on wanting to come here. But we also know we're very excited about the future and how bright that can be as well. So I'd be remiss if I didn't say that it kind of is an honor to sit here and talk about those guys and think about the people that have sat in this seat and had this position, and now to have that opportunity, boy, that sure is an honor, and that's something that myself and my family takes lightly. And you know, we met with the team today at 1:30, and it's something I already talked to them about. It's something we've got to be thankful for what we have and remember where we've been, but be excited about where we're going. And that'll be a theme that you'll hear me talk about as we go through this process. One of the other things that's neat about being on a team, okay, and being a part of college athletics is the people you meet and the relationships you develop. And I have been blessed to have, hard to believe, but I actually have two friends. I may only have two, but two of them made it up here today. And I want to say this to my team in particular, that the thing that's great about college athletics, the thing about being on a team that's so cool, is the relationships you build, the people you meet, the things you get to do. They transcend just the 4 years you're in college. It goes so far beyond that. And I've got two of my college teammates. I'm going to embarrass them, make them stand up. Brett Tangley, who lives here in town, his wife Tanya, and then Dave Thorson, who's the high school coach in Minneapolis, made the trip over. You know, they came over here today just to support me. Just like in the future, you guys are going to be there to support each other. And that's kind of what it's all about. And that's what sold me. I wanted to be a coach here, a coach at this level, a coach in this community. Those little things like that, you can't put that into words. So, you know, it honors me that they'd be here, just like it's going to honor you guys when one of you is somewhere and need a teammate, a buddy, and they're going to come back and do that for you. And that speaks a lot to what my philosophy is going to be, kind of what the team's going to be all about, kind of what our mission is and what our goal is as a team. You know, people ask, what's your coaching philosophy and what do you hope to accomplish? It's real simple. We're going to recruit high-character kids who understand what it is to be a student first and an athlete second, okay, that want to be involved in the community, that have great respect for what we're doing, and then have an unbelievable passion for the game. And that's what it's going to be all about. And we're going to get kids that buy into that. And I think along the way, when you do that in the process, the other things take care of themselves. The winning starts to happen. Okay, Zorn Arena will be rocking again. It'll be loud. People will be, you know, chomping at the bit to get in there on a Wednesday and a Saturday. I can't wait to be a part of that. And really, that's the vision that we have as a coaching staff and a team and a program for where we're at. So when people ask me, what's your philosophy, it's all about that. It's about the people involved in the program. We're going to, you know, it's so fun as you get into things like this, you start to meet people that have ties to Eau Claire and have ties to Chippewa Valley and have ties to the university, even back in Iowa. And they have nothing but good things to say. And they have nothing to rave about the community and the people. And that made the decision so easy. because that's really what it's going to be all about. It's developing those relationships, having lasting relationships, digging in and building some roots here for myself and my family in the program. And as I talked to the team about just now, it's not a one-year deal. We're going to try to win next year. That's the plan. Every time we take the floor, we're going to try to win. But at the same time, we're going to build a program that lasts and to build on the tradition they've had. And that's something I think these guys are excited about being a part of. I know I'm excited about being a part of it. And we're going to recruit individuals who buy into it. Second question I've been asked a lot lately has to do with just style of play. How are you going to play? What are you going to do? Now, it's important that the two guys that are here with me, that I played with in college, not say a word about how I play. Okay? Because that would ruin all of this. Because I have more trash. I would have scored, and somebody found a stat that I didn't know, that I was like the 8th leading all-time three-point guy at Hamlin. Okay, it would have been much higher, but Brett Tangley, who I mentioned earlier, would not pass me the ball for the first 2 years of my career. Okay? First year of my career, we had to throw the ball into this big guy named Banovich, who would then throw it out to Thorson, who would shoot it every time. Every time. Okay? So how we play is going to be much more about what I say than what I did as a player. Okay? And that's going to be aggressive. First thing we're going to be is very aggressive. We're going to have aggressive mentality on both ends of the floor. We're going to play that way. We're going to be in an attack mode. If you think of a team that's on offense or defense and they're attacking all the time, that's what we're going to be. We're going to be attacking that way. And I think that's a fun style to play. And does that mean we're going to be flying it up and down the floor and taking fast shots? No. Okay? We're going to be very unselfish. We're going to move the ball. We're going to take quality shots. And we're going to play with an inside-out mentality. But we will always be on the aggressive and always be in an attack mode. And I think it's so much more enjoyable for guys to play that way. I know it's more enjoyable for me to coach that way. I'm a big believer in practicing very hard and then letting the guys play on game day. Okay, putting all the things that we talked about and worked on during the week, into fruition or into play on Wednesday and then on Saturday. And it's their time to shine. And I'm going to try to stay out of the way and teach, and coach, and encourage, and get them to play at a high level and play with high confidence. I think when you do all those things, everything falls into place. So when you talk about a philosophy, it's about having high character kids who represent the university, represent the community, understand that, buy into that. And when we talk about style of play, it's going to be an aggressive, attacking, fairly intense mentality. And you're going to have that because this is a great league with great coaches and great players and great tradition. So if you don't have that mentality, you don't have the guys that buy into that, you're going to have some frustrating nights in December, January, and February. So, we're really excited about this group of guys. I'm really excited about this opportunity. Can't wait to be a part of the community. There's so much more for my family and I than just basketball. I don't want to just be the basketball coach here at Eau Claire. I want to be a part of the community. I want my family to be a part of the community. And we want to be involved, and we'll see them around. And that's an important thing to me as family. And that's why we made this decision to come back here. Not to come back, but to come here and start to be a head coach. That's so important to us. And you'll see them around, and it actually ties into my recruiting philosophy. One of the things I use as a barometer is, do I want these kids I recruit to be around my kids? Do I want them to be on the bus and hanging around them in the back of the bus? Is that okay? Do I know my kids aren't going to walk out with a whole new vocabulary? I don't want my son to go to the back of the bus and then come back a Packer fan when we truly know he's a Viking fan. That's an important thing, okay? But just to have those kids of character that we can rely on and that we can be so proud of. And luckily for me, I'm walking into a situation where we have that. And Coach Gibbons did a great job in that regard. And one person that I didn't mention that I want to mention that I'm going to keep on staff, Keith Muckow. Keith was an assistant here under Coach Gibbons. He's fortunate enough to be able to retain him. He's coming back. He's going to help us out. We're excited. He's helped me immensely in this process. And he will be around. And he's a great tie for me and a great resource to the program in the past. So truly, this program is going to be about everybody, and not about myself or my family or this team. We want to get the community involved as much as possible, get Zorn Arena rocking, and make everybody proud of the tradition and excited about the future. Questions?